You what?
Did Yuki Tabata just ruin Black Clover forever? Chapter 367 spoilers just dropped last night, and the entire community is losing its mind over this insane reveal. Before I start, make sure to check out Knight's Twitter, two Twitter pages, because that's where we get all the spoilers and leaks for Black Clover. And yeah, let's get into it. First off, I just want to talk about like the least interesting part of the chapter first before I get into the big meat and potatoes, as it has like the whole entire community fighting with each other. It's like crazy, everything's going on. So we started with like aftermath of like the last chapter, which is the raw tax greatness of Asta, man. That shit peak. So Damnatio was like falling, and he's thinking just like, I can't believe that I was saved by the Black Bulls, which is a nice moment between him, and then Asta's just like, I'll definitely save you. I know a lot of people wanted to see more between Damnatio and Asta, just dialogue-wise, so it kind of sucks there, but again, it was kind of like a missed opportunity with that entire whole thing. But hey, man, you know, the raw tax Asta greatness, I will take it, bro. I'm a simp, bro. I'll take it, bro. Like, that nigga's him. So then we go back to like, you know, the Witch Queen. She was just barely able to save everyone, heal them all, thanks to Sekire. And then it's just revealed that the Witch Queen has just used up almost all of her power. So she's pretty much just like, okay, Vanessa, you want to take over as the Witch Queen? And then Dorothy's like, is it okay if I do it? So Dorothy is essentially that type of character where just like, it's like that one meme where he only appears once everything's been built. That is literally Dorothy. She is just like, she doesn't do anything. She just appears. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna let everyone else do all the hard work, and then I'm just gonna appear randomly and get an A+ on the test. It's like, what does she even do? So that whole plot line with like the Witch Queen, Dorothy, and everything like that, I'm just like, cringe, man. That shit, like, it wasn't, it could have been way better. That didn't move me. But aside from that, like that's like, at least I don't know. I mean, like, maybe the Witch Queen's gonna die. We don't know what's gonna happen with the Witch Queen, but like she might get packed. But that whole thing was just like, eh. But anyways, the main thing that everyone's talking about is this thing with Asta. So we flash back to Hino, and then Rio starts like theorizing about like the characteristics of anti-magic, because again, with anti-magic, I'll just say this before we get into it. This ability is going to get a lot of recontextualization, a lot of like lore. Like, it's the final arc. This is like what mangaka like to do. We've seen it in like One Piece with Gear 5. If you read the manga, you know what's gonna happen next week, with everything being revealed about how Luffy's fruit works. I'm telling you, we're gonna get a similar thing with Asta. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But yeah, he basically says like Asta's been using anti-magic to give like anti-magic powers, like what he did with Yami's katanas, like he done it before. And then he just starts bringing up the Demon Dweller sword, like we've seen in like earlier arcs with Asta and Noelle, just being able to use her magic, stuff like that. And then with Licht, what he was able to do in the Elf arc. So we get like a parallel panel of Asta doing that basically. And Ryu just says like Asta's become like extremely better with this, like handling anti-magic with his Aten training, which we have seen in the last chapter with him basically using like an anti-magic zone. So Asta is like full on like mastering anti-magic at this point. But again, and this is ability there's still a lot of stuff we don't know, because there's a lot of weird stuff that happens with his ability throughout the series. So again, he calls out the Demon Dweller, and then at the end, the chapter ends with him basically being able to seemingly give the Black Bulls anti-magic gear. So you know, they got like cloaks on of like anti-magic, like Sekiro's got anti-magic wings, like they're having like a full new design. Seemingly so far, it just seems to be only like physical appearances. So we don't really know how this works. But yeah, this entire like development at the end of the chapter has everyone losing their minds. And it also doesn't help that we're on break, so it's like 2 weeks we gotta deal with this, like 2 weeks of just like absolute insanity in the community. But I'll just give my thoughts. Again, I'll just say this, when chapter 330 dropped, I said, like, if you follow me on Twitter, you know the lore, but I said that was the worst chapter that Tabata has ever dropped. And everyone was like expecting that the next chapter afterwards, because this was seemingly what we thought was the end of Spade, and everyone thought that the next chapter was just going to be like chill, relaxing chapter of this, like going to like the beach or whatever, something fucking like that. So I was like, if this is what we're ending Spade on, Tabata is just forever just never gonna cook again. And I was done. I was full on ready to drop this series. I was done. I was saying I was going to take my talent to the JJK fandom. And then next week, chapter 331 dropped, and Tabata dropped the best chapter of his life at the time. I think there's like other chapters recently that are like better than that chapter, but yeah, that was like one of the most insane comebacks ever. And everyone was clowning me, telling me I should have waited, this and that, and I'm just gonna tell the fandom the same thing. Y'all told me to shut up and wait, so now I'm gonna tell it to everyone else, because a lot of people in the fandom, especially older people that were telling me to wait, are now like losing their minds, saying that the series is done, we're finished, Owari da, Tabata can't cook anymore, this is gonna ruin the series forever. Again, there's a lot of tweets being put around on the timeline explaining like how this could work, theories, stuff relating to earlier things in the series. The tweets will probably be on the screen, because again, I'm not gonna go like full detail how this could work or can't, because again, we just gotta wait 2 weeks to see what happens. But then there's like the other side of the spectrum. Like, it's just two extremes right now. Like, people saying this is peak, this works, this makes sense, everything about this is fine. And there's people saying just like headcanoning how this could work, because again, at both sides are just like theorizing, but both sides are basically saying what they're saying is immediate fact, and I think that's the problem. Because yeah, on that other side of the spectrum, we got like the extreme of, no, this is how it works, this is how it's gonna affect these characters, this is how everything's gonna work, and it's like we don't know anything, and then people are just immediately like getting mad and just saying like this is absolute horrible crap about something we don't know. We don't know how this is going to work, how this is going to come into play. We don't know if there's restrictions for this. We don't know anything. We don't know how strong this is going to make them. We really don't know how any of this is going to play out. And Tabata always goes back and explains things in depth about how it's going to work. Like, especially something like this. Like, let's be serious. There's no way Tabata throughout the rest of the entire arc is going to sit back and be like, okay, the explanation that we got in this chapter, which is like the bare minimum, is just going to be like, yeah, that's the explanation for the rest of the story. No. Especially something like anti-magic, and it's a final arc, like I said earlier in the video, these mangaka like to go into depth about like these abilities relating to the MC. Like, this is what we're gonna get. So again, everyone just needs to like chill and just wait 2 weeks. We might not even get it in the next chapter. It might be like 3 or 4 chapters, but I'm telling you, if you all could wait 3 months when Tabata was on break, if you all could wait for the next week when we got 331, you all can wait 2 to 3 to 4 weeks to see how this is going to play out. After everything that we went through from Spade and everyone going like, oh my god, Tabata is the greatest full time, Tabata sucks, and the back and forth, this happens all the time. This happened like so many times throughout the entire run of Black Clover. We just need to sit back and wait, and we're gonna see how this plays out. Because I know a lot of people are on me saying like, oh, just because this is Asta related, that's why you're being so defensive. I have no opinion on any of this that's happening right now. I just need more information. You'll know how I get down. If it's revealed when we get an explanation and it's not up to par, and it's just like, it just seems very like convoluted, and it's just like, I don't know, Tabata, you're not cooking with that, I will be there ready to slander. I will be there. You'll know how I get down. But I'm just not gonna sit here and just release the anger, release the bullets, start shooting when I don't have all the information. I just think that's like, after everything that the community's been through with like Spade, I think that's very foolish. And it's like, you all gotta understand, we're in the final arc. Tabata's gonna keep doing this. We are going to have probably 10 more chapters where it's just like, oh my gosh, this is insane. And then people are gonna have mixed reactions of this is ass or this is peak, and we're gonna have to wait to see how it plays out, because it is the final arc, and you're all just gonna have to understand, Tabata's on demon time, and he's gonna do absolute insanity in this final arc. That's just the way it's gonna have to be. So yeah, everyone just gotta chill, sit back and wait. We'll see how this plays out. But you know, Black Clover's getting crazy. It's the final arc, buddy. So yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Tell me down below what y'all think of this like anti-magic power-up that Asta's giving everyone. And yeah, I'm trying to get to 1K by the end of like this month, start of September. So if y'all want to sub, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll see you in the comments down below. We'll see what happens, because bro, if Tabata doesn't come through with this, it might be over, but we'll see. Catch y'all next time. Later. I'm out.
So listen to everybody. Nobody believes in you. What are you prepared to do about it? Don't let no one come into your house, take your meal, do what what you need to do today. I'm not nervous. I'm just telling you.